There are two types of third person narrators. The first is omniscient, and the second is limited. So let's look at them. The first one is third person omniscient. This is a narrator who knows pretty much everything that needs to be known in the story about the characters, events, and most importantly, what a character is thinking or feeling, or why a character is doing what they are doing. An omniscient narrator knows what more than one character is thinking. So then you, as the reader, know what's happening and what multiple characters are doing and thinking and feeling at different times. This narrator never feels the need to say maybe or perhaps a character is feeling something. They just know. For example, Elizabeth feels scared, but Danny is excited. The omniscient narrator knows exactly how Elizabeth feels and exactly how Danny feels. However, a limited narrator is exactly that. They are limited to one character. They know what one character is thinking or one character is feeling. They also don't seem to be sure what other characters might be feeling. For example, Elizabeth feels scared, but Danny might be excited. This third person narration would be from Elizabeth's point of view because we, as the reader, know how Elizabeth feels, but we don't know if Danny is actually excited or not. Third person limited often seems to read like first person, except it does not use I, it uses he or she instead. So let's look at some examples. Guess the narrator here. Lily shivered and sobbed while sitting alone under the tree. Jacob felt a pang of pity for her, and though he worried what the others might say, he walked to her, sat beside her, and offered her his jacket. So now you need to decide omniscient or limited. The answer in this case, it is limited. It is limited because uh, what you see here is that Lily's actions are described. She's shivering and she's sobbing, but it does not tell us how she is feeling or what she is thinking. This only tells us how Jacob feels that pang of pity. So just because there were two characters in this paragraph does not mean this is an omniscient narration. This is third person limited because we only know how Jacob is feeling. Let's look at this again. Lily shivered and tried unsuccessfully not to sob while sitting alone under the tree. She was more embarrassed and miserable than she had ever been. Jacob felt a pang of pity for her, and though he worried what the others might say, he walked to her, sat beside her, and offered her his jacket. So now decide, is this third person omniscient or is this third person limited? In this case, the answer is omniscient. It's omniscient because we see what Lily is thinking and feeling, and we see what Jacob is thinking and feeling. Lily is feeling embarrassed and miserable. Jacob is feeling pity for Lily. Therefore, it is omniscient because it shows what two characters are thinking and feeling. One more. Lily shivered and sobbed while sitting alone under the tree. Jacob felt a pang of pity for her. He gave one timid look back to the others. They were playing keep away with the small boy's wallet. He could not tell if any of them were paying attention to him now. Regardless, he went to Lily, sat beside her, and offered her his jacket. So now you need to decide, is this omniscient or limited? The answer is limited. It's limited because it tells us, again, how Jacob is feeling. He feels pity for Lily. It does not tell us how Lily is feeling. Also, it does not tell us how the others are thinking or feeling, the ones that are playing keep away with Jacob's wallet. He says he could not tell if any of them were paying attention to him. So he does not really know what they are doing or thinking or feeling. And that is what tells us that this is limited.